So good evening and good night, everyone. Welcome to this first meeting of the YP Committee for Region 9. Nice to meet you, everyone. My name is Esteban Arias. I'm from Costa Rica, and I want to share with you some specific information for this first meeting. There's only a few right now connected, only 8 people, so we're going to start, and let's see if more people can join us during the meeting, okay? I made this a small presentation. I'm going to share the file with you, so you don't have to take notes, at least you want, but I can share the file with you later after the meeting, and a couple more presentations that I have with some extra information that you can use. As I said, I'm Esteban Arias. I'm from Costa Rica. I'm from the computing engineering field. Right now, I'm a professor at the Instituto Tecnológico de Costa Rica in the computing engineering. And I'm currently doing my PhD. Right now, I'm a PhD candidate, and I'm working on cognitive robotics. Yesterday, I realized I had 9 years as IEEE member. Right now, I have a senior membership, and I'm part of the Eta Kappa Nu Honor membership in IEEE. I was the Costa Rica section past chair for the year 2022 to 24 last year. And our region director, Jennifer Castillo, asked me on December to help the region with the position of the YP as YP coordinator for Region 9. I've been in IEEE since 9 years ago, as I said, uh, mainly working with the students and then moving forward to professional chapters. So I have some experience with the Computer Society and EDS chapters. I've been part of the organization of several international events here in Costa Rica, in Mexico, and Panama, and Colombia, and other places. So I know a few things about getting some planning for big events. And this year I'm starting as coordinator for uh, Region 9. So I have to learn a lot of things. I know some of you have already been YPs since last year or before. Some of you are new, and the idea is to make a very good group to work on the plans that we want to do. I'm from Costa Rica, so let me know if you want to visit us, if you are around, if you want to visit the country or on vacation or something like that. So we can show you around some things, and you're more than welcome to come and enjoy the country. I love traveling, so I like to visit places. I've been in many cities in Latin America, but I have still to visit many more. So I like to travel and meet people. Okay. To start, I would like to have a small introduction of each one that is connected right now to the meeting. Very quick, just to have your name, your current position, and YP, and your status if you're new starting this year, if you got elevated from your previous committee last year, or if you are just continuing into the position for this year. And something that you want to share, like your current employer or domain of expertise, and why you think you are here in IEEE. So I'm going to review the list of people I have here. I'm going to call your names so you can make your presentation. You can turn on your camera if you want. I see everybody has a camera, so people can meet and know each other. So I'm going to start with Bridget Madeline Perez. Are you there, Bridget? Let's try Ismael Martinez.
Okay, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My introduction. Okay, my name is Ismael Martinez. My position in YP currently is JP chair at Puebla section in Mexico. My status, I continuing with my work. I work in 2024 and continue for this year. And this year I plan different activities on the sections. Last year, I work on with different activities inside of the section for students and recognize new members for recently undergraduate. Current employment. Uh, I currently uh, in my postdoctoral research at Instituto Nacional de Astrofísica Óptica y Electrónica at Puebla. My expertise is about cryoelectronics and quantum computing instrumentation. What keeps you going in IEEE? I keep in IEEE for the society. I I I am member in EDS also. On this way, I approach with the society with activities. Uh, uh, that's it.
Thank you, Ismael. Which is your section?
Puebla section.
Puebla section. Very nice city, Puebla. Thank you, Ismael. Jesús Porras.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jesus Porras. I'm Vice Chair Section Nicaragua section and member EAAA for 10 years and actually work in back Nicaragua en bank como, perdón, como soporte de sistemas. Lo que me mantiene en IEEE es más que todo trabajar con diferentes tipos de personalidades que nos ayudan y nos impulsan a compartir nuestras diferentes experiencias, tanto a nivel social como a nivel profesional. Es todo.
Thank you, Jesus. Going back to Brigitte, are you there? No?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, my name is Brigitte Perez, and I
Your
am.
camera is off, just in case.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Well, I currently have the honor of serving as a chair of young professional in the prayer section. And previously, I was the chair of WE in the prayer section. And well, I am an industrial engineer and currently work as innovation coordinator at PISIVA. I am passionate about technology and innovation. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Brigitte from Peru. Joao Lucas.
Okay. My name is João Lucas. I'm from Minas Gerais section in Brazil. And yes, I'm the OIP chair. I'm continuing this work. I started last year. And I'm a UX designer. Yes, I know I'm kind of engineering, but I started in engineering. I went to technology and to computer, and then I got to UX design. And then, I love IEEE since I was a student since 2017, and I made a lot of projects. I still doing it, and I love to connect with people who wants the same, and to make it the good for society. I think that's it.
Thank you, Joao. Now I have Job.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
The next person I have here on the list is named Job.
Sorry.
If not, maybe I can go next, Esteban, if you want.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Thank you. Well, a pleasure, everybody. My name is Kevin Montoya. I am the JP chair for Costa Rica section. I'm continuing with the role with the third point. And currently, I'm working as a software engineer in a good service company. I am computer science engineer from the Tecnológico of Costa Rica. And what's kept me going in IEEE, I think that is more like the networking and learnings that you can get from all the people to understand all the ways that the people can think or can solve any problem. I think that opens my mind and always it's something very valuable. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Marco Borda. Mark, are you there?
Hello, can you listen to me?
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes, I can see you.
Perfect. Okay, my name is Marco Fabian Bordadiguer. I am the president of Young Professionals Bolivia. I am the new president since last year. I have been in IEEE since 2023. I am a biomedical engineer, and the reason I am in the IEEE Young Professionals is to generate activities that generate a positive impact on people interest in technology. I am reading because my English is not very good, but I'm trying.
Thank you, Marco. Very well. Now I have Pedro Pineda.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Marco.
Hi, everyone. My name is Pedro Pineda. I am the current chair of YP Ecuador. I am continuing my position since 2024. Already, I am working as an innovation coordinator at the UPS in Ecuador, but my domain in expertise is data scientist specialized in artificial intelligence. Well, what keeps me going in IEEE is the community that we could generate, especially with these conversations, with these meetings, because we could make a lot of friends. And with these friends, we could have interesting conversations, deeper conversations that we could help everybody to improve our skills, professional skills, soft skills, hard skills, everything. And we could make an impact in our societies, in our square meter. And that's it.
Thank you, Pedro. And now I have Sofia Antonelli.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sofia Antonelli. I live in Argentina, from Argentina sections. I have been a young professional chair since the end of 2023. And I continue in these positions in these years. I'm a student, a PhD student. My expertise is performance of induction motors with genetic algorithm. I keep in IEEE my work with my team, the activity out through activate with students and different societies and chapters.
Very good. Thank you, Sofia. And last one is Job. I don't know if you're there already. No. Okay. I'm going to move forward. One of the things I would like to discuss later is about language in our meetings, because sometimes the idea is not to make it harder or difficult for everybody to follow a meeting or try to participate. And I believe the communication is very important. So we can manage to have meetings in Spanish and meetings in English, or we can try to mix languages in just a single meeting. I believe this is also an opportunity to improve our communication skills in English inside the IEEE. So it's an opportunity for all. But also, I know that there's some issues for some people trying to communicate. So that's something we we would like to have later to talk about that. What I'm going to share now with you is some the slides we have in the meeting we had a global YP committee 2 weeks ago. They show us a few information about the organization of IEEE and especially on YP organization. I know most of you know about this information, but just as a refresh for people that is new, it's really important to know the structure of our organization. So we have globally IEEE, and it's a global committee for YP professionals, which is a representation of the YP community globally for the highest level, to say that. Also, there's a society and councils YP's representations, and this means computer society may have a YP representative, the EDS or robotics or PES or any society may have a YP's groups inside the society, and this improves the communication between the community, the specific community, and the groups we have similar interests, and that is something that they are working harder now inside the societies. Also, we have the YP in each region, like us, which we are a group in the region, and also in the contact with the sections, and also some young professional groups on the affinity groups, like we or other small groups. So the idea is the global committee is trying to work together with all the groups, trying to articulate the tasks that they plan for IEEE. Also, I would like to share the event reportings, because you can see here in comparison the region 9 with other regions, we have been growing since year 2023 and 2024. There's an increase on the activity reports that we have on the region. It's not like region 8 or region 10, but probably because of the amounts of population on each of the regions. But in comparison with other regions from 1 to 7, region 9 is doing great, and we are growing in the events reports. And I would like for this year to have also to keep our reports growing for the whole year. And I have some ideas for you about this. Also, on the elevation, the higher grade members, the graduate members, and the total YPs, at least we are growing. It's not the highest numbers in the comparison with other regions, but we have numbers showing that the YPs groups are growing in the region, which is important. And it's one of the most important things that the region has right now to make the YPs grow. As I said before, all the societies has a representation. Societies and councils has representation for YPs. That has been growing over the years, and as you can see in the second graph here, all the groups are mainly growing after the since comparison from previous years, and technical societies especially. This is important because what they are trying to do is to group of people that have similar interests for making activities and work together on the same things that they have in common. That's why they are growing, especially on technical societies. Also, just to let you know and to have all this information, as I said, I'm going to share this with you, so you have the context. And I put this one here because just to let you know that Jennifer Castillo, our Region 9 Director, is part of the Global Committee of YP, the Executive Committee, the global one. So she is also our voice there in the Global Committee as part of as Region 9 Director, as part of MGA, which is good for us as region to have a voice there in case we want to plan something for region. Also, the Global Committee is handled by the YP Chair, Savitia, which is from Malaysia. They have several vice chairs, Alberto, Ana, Jamaica, and Sayid, and they have different tasks assigned, as you can see here. We have been in touch with Alberto already for one of the two activities that we have planned for Region 9 this year. I'm going to show you later. But also the idea is to give you a picture of the many other people that is around the organization in case we want to do something bigger or we want to try to do something. There's many people that we can ask things that we don't know. As you may know, as we know already, IEEE is very big and we continue learning many things year over year. So we are always learning many things from IEEE and we are still learning. There are people also in different groups. They have different leads for many of the groups that is inside the organization. As you can see, are many people working in many things and contacts with different groups inside in IEEE. Okay, so in case you have any ideas or specific things that you want to ask to some people, for example, around WE or TAP or humanitarian technologies or something like that. So there's a specific people for all those. It's important for us to connect with the global branding of YP so we can get information from the groups globally. So it's good idea to have this information and to share with our local groups, to have the Facebook and Instagram on the website to get to know information about the activities, the global activities that other people are doing, so we can have ideas, so we can know where the groups are doing, and that can give us some insights for our own plans in our sections. The global YP in-person meeting is going to be this year in Panama on the 14th and 16th of March. This meeting is for all the region coordinators and all the people that they are inviting. I believe they're going to have also we and life members meeting, everything in a single place, and it's going to be in Panama. It's not open for all the YPs in the region, but we're going to have later our own regional meeting in August. This year, as you may remember, every year on the regional meeting for the whole region, where all the chairs of the sections goes for the meeting, usually we have the representation of Y and YP's groups, but this year they changed that, and the YPs and the WEs are not included in the regional meeting that is going to be in March in Brazil. Instead, our meeting is going to be in August, so I'm going to share that information. I just put this here just to let you know that this meeting is coming in case you want to propose something or want to bring some ideas you want me to bring to the table, to the meeting. So I can be the voice for the region there in the meeting, and also, of course, I'm going to share information after the meeting with you about what they discuss and plan and over after the meeting. Probably if you are part of YP since last year, probably you got an email with this invitation of this ceremony that they are going to celebrate on Tokyo, Japan. And the idea was to YPs to participate as being able to have the opportunity to receive a travel grant. I don't know if any of you made application for this, just to know if anybody is applying for
Yes,
this. Who made it?
yes. This me, Pedro. I am going to attend to Tokyo.
It was I lost. Who's Pedro?
Pedro, yes. Pedro Pineda from Ecuador.
Oh, okay. So you got confirmation you are going to the meeting?
Yes, I got the confirmation. Now I am making all the job, all the work for the visa tramitation, but in Ecuador is going to be, it seems to be easy. I am just waiting for the confirmation letter. Well, I have received all the emails with the coordination and etc. But the booking and the invitation letter, official invitation letter, I am waiting for all the visa tramitation.
Okay, okay, very good. They also announced that MGA and the IEEE Awards Board is inviting all the executive committees, so I'm lucky I'm going to be there also. I don't know right now if there's more application from Region 9. I hope they share the list later, but it's good that at least someone else from Region 9 is going there. So
Okay, Esteban, maybe we could change our contacts for organize something there. I think that is better. We could make a Latin American uh, community there.
yes, that I would like to know if more people is going so we can have a group and be in touch there for to plan a representation there in the meeting. This is a very important meeting. It's also the IEEE honors ceremony. This year, IEEE is going to give the Medal of Honor, and IEEE, which is the highest award that IEEE delivers. And this year, the medal is going to be with an award increase in cash of $2 million. Last year was 1 million. This year is $2 million award. They're going to announce the winner of the medal this August. I mean this February, in 1 or 2 weeks. It's going to be the announcement in New York, I believe, and they are going to deliver the medal in this ceremony, which is going to be the most important ceremony in IEEE for this award. So I hope more people is going to be there also. So let's wait. Just some other news. There are many projects that the global team is handling. I don't know many of these or none of these because, as I said, I'm new in this position. So I'm trying to get a lot of information and try to handle that information that is useful for us as a region. But there's a lot of projects. I put this just to let you know that there's many things going on in the global community for YP. And actually, there's another full presentation with some of the strategic plans that they have. I'm going to share that with you on the WhatsApp group chat that we have. Okay, but just to give you an idea, there's many projects and there's people working on this. We can have volunteers from our region, from our sections that are interested in any specific topic that can be part of these projects, global projects, and have a lot of visibility to our region and our members. This presentation that is full with the strategic direction that the global committee is working As you saw before, there's many people on the committees working on different tasks and many specific items inside the just YP as a group. And there's a lot of information. I'm going to share that with you so you can review that in details. Some of the keys, which is the focus that the group is going on for the next years. They have plans for some of the things that they want to execute for this year until 2027 or beyond that. Okay, so there's many things going on this. This is you can get it from this, but I'm going to share the file with you, which explains everything about what the global community is working on these strategic roadmaps and action plans for the coming years. Okay. Also, I would like to mention this. I didn't know about this group. It's a mentoring meet. I believe it has some years going on. There's and they mentioned this because it's a very good platform to get some extra funding besides the funding that YP is providing us, 3 different funding. I'm going to talk about that later. They are trying to move a lot with this IEEE mentoring meet. You can request projects. They have mentors that can give you some advice. That's the idea. You express your interest, they support the organization of the event and the activities, and they provide mentoring for make the events to have more impact on what we are could plan to do in our local sections. Okay, the good thing is that this is ongoing. So you can request the support, you can request the funding every time you have an interest on organizing an event in your group. So it's pretty good. There's it's not here yet, but Andy from Nicaragua has been part of this group. He's an ambassador also for this, so he's a lot of information for this, and he can guide us later on how the process works and all that. So Andy's not here right now, but he can share later with us some of the insight that he had. We are actually applying. We're going to apply for this mentoring meet to have some funding for a regional meeting in August. But the idea is that you have this option also to request events for the rest of the activities that you want to plan in your own sections. The funding is up to $1,500, which is a lot of money, which is the highest amount of money that YP provides globally on the regular funding. As you know, YPS has 3 specific funding: the STEP funding, the local activity, and the meetup funding. It's already past the cycle 1 started last year. Right now, in today's is cycle 2 closes the deadline for proposal submissions for this second cycle. But we have cycle 3, 4, and 5 coming for the rest of the year. So it's a very good opportunity to apply for this funding. That is one of the plans that we have as a YP committee for a region, to have at least all the YPs, all the sections to apply to the 3 funding, or at least one of the fundings. And what I would like to have is for our regional meeting in August to have ideas or plans to submit this. However, if we review the dates, 15th of February is in 2 days, then the next one is April, and then July. Our meeting is going to be until August. So if we wait until August to apply for all the cycles, we're going to lose at least 2 or 3 opportunities to applying for funding. So I would like to have a next meeting on ideas of things that we can apply on each of the fundings that we have. At least, for example, last year in Costa Rica, I had the opportunity to work with Kevin, and we applied for the 3 funding, the 3 the three kinds, the three fundings from YP, the STEP, the local, and meetup, and we got the approval for the three of them. So we have at least this experience, so we can try it and work together with the rest of the YPs and the rest of the sections on the processes and the recommendations and to get the approval of fundings and even ideas of activities that we can have. Good things about this, most of the sections don't like to spend money on activities with the students or YPs or WEs. Not all sections work the same way. Some sections are like to provide funding for these activities, some not. So if you are having trouble in your sections with getting money for your activities, this is the best option. This one and the one that I showed before, the mentoring meet that can provide you up to $1,500, which is the same as meetup funding, which is a very good money. We have these three activities over the last year here, at least in Costa Rica. We believe it was very, very good way to engage with the students and YPs and have people and grow membership in our sections. So I would like to have all the YPs in our region to apply for this funding and to provide guidance and support to help you succeed on the applications, at least make the applications and then try to get the funding, okay? So, but there's very good opportunities. As I always say to the students and people here as members, IEEE has a lot of money, okay? We have to work and plan things to bring that money from IEEE to our sections. Latin America is a very good place to bring money from IEEE to make activities. So it's and provide a very good impact in a region, which is one of the most important things that IEEE has on the support they provide for our activities. Okay, so we are going to review this later. The idea is to work closely with you and the rest of the YPs, so we can have a lot of applications and many activities this year on funding. For example, last year, from in comparison from previous year, at least this is from 24. Yes, this is 2024. Region 9 got 20% of the global funding for the STEP funding. Local activities almost 20%, and meetup almost 20% also. So there's some regions that have more money depending on the kind of activities, but at least we have a very important presence on the funding. So there's a lot of money, and all we have to do is to apply for funding. It's not very complicated. It's not that hard. It's just to have the very clear idea. Also, this is a very good opportunity. For example, the STEP funding to work with the student branches. So you can apply to this several times for each student branch. And it's a very good way from motivate the students, and also a very good opportunity for YP to show the students that after they finish the university, they can continue on IEEE as a YP members, paying a lower membership fee than regular members, and they can continue growing up their careers into YP, which is the most important part of being in YP and continue in IEEE. To show the people, to show the students that there's a career in IEEE that they can make, and that's what we want to enforce with our members. So as you see, there's many things, many activities that you can apply and do in your sections or together with other sections, in case someone has an idea of something that you can do in a region as a complete region. Before talking about the volunteering thing, for example, last year we were organizing a conference here in Costa Rica called CONCAPAN, and also we had a CONESCAPAN in Panama. So Chris Flores, who's not here right now. A previous YP chair, she had this idea of having some tutorials on how to teach people how to write a paper. She mentioned that in March last year in Colombia when we met for the regional meeting there. And I said, let's do it, let's work together. And we developed a program for 2 months with different experts from different countries. And we have a global, a region event. It was a virtual event. We have 8 talks, different talks. We provided with some experts all the process and the guide to explain to people how to write a paper for a conference. We started on the first meeting, on the first meeting of this 8th cycle with almost, I believe, 700 or 900 people from all Latin America. It was a big surprise because there was a lot of people there in the meeting. Over the weeks, the lot of people, the amount of people that was connecting was lowering, but we finished with almost 200 people on the last sessions. All we did was to record the presentation, so the presentations are available there. So it was a simple idea, and we made an event that had a lot of impact in Latin America, and I believe it was a very good program for many people in Latin America. So there's many things that we can do using technology to provide knowledge transfers to other people and connect people from different countries. Just to mention something that we can do as a region. Okay. Well, also, if you have any questions or comments, you just raise your hand or just let me know. So you can interrupt me in any point of the presentation. Okay. Also, one thing of the tools that we have is the volunteering. There's a way for us to ask for people to volunteer in different projects or positions. And we're going to start a request on this platform for new people that would like to work as a part of the IEEE YP committee for Region 9. This means we are going to have a group, our own committee for the region. It doesn't have to be YPs on sections, the sections YPs. It could be any of the volunteers that you have in your sections, or people that you know that would like to help the YP. So in case you have recommendations or you would like to be involved in this committee as a working group for the things that we want to do as a YP for the whole region, you're more than welcome. We have some people right now to start with this committee. Okay. And also there's some ambassadors, so you can apply as to become an ambassador and help the platform with some things. Okay. This is, of course, a global platform and any volunteering options around the world, right? But we can use these tools to focus on volunteering to attract volunteers for a region and especially for our sections. If you check the platform, it's really easy. It has a lot of fields, so you can filter on the specific things that you are looking for, and you probably going to get people there to help you in your tasks. Also, to mention about the monthly newsletter, we received the Young Professional Scoop. It has a lot of information. I know that we usually receive a lot of information from IEEE, and we have these mails with newsletters and a long text of a lot of things, and we probably just review and deleted the email. But it's a monthly newsletter, so if you are not able to read the email right now, just take some time later, review the information there. They provide there some information about the community activities, projects, news, awards, and also we can share and submit things that we want to share with the rest of the community. So it's a good way to share that with most people on the things that we do or we want to do. Okay, so just to let you know that this is a good way to start to get information from YP and get more and to know more about the comedy. Also, the two most important things that we have uh, for Region 9, at least in meetings, is the face-to-face regional YP plus we meeting is going to be in August 14. So for you to plan accordingly, the idea is to have all the YPs from the region uh, face-to-face in Panama City in August 14. The region is not going to cover mm, the cost, the fees for your travels. Each of your sections have to pay for your travel, your accommodation to be in Panama for the meeting. I know, as I mentioned before, some sections don't like to provide support for that, and uh, they want the people to pay for their own trips and accommodation and all that. But the idea, the correct way is the sections to provide you support to travel to the regional meeting. It's going to be in August. It's not going to be March, so it's less than 1 month for the regional meeting in March. The good thing is this meeting is going to be in August, so we have some months to plan our requests for your sections, and I can help you um, with a letter of request of the things, the importance to have you in presence in this meeting. It's very important to all the YPs in the region to assist to this regional meeting. And also, I want to change a little things in these meetings because I know that sometimes this meeting can be boring, having virtual presentations or listening to someone that is not what we want or require right now. And I'm planning to have this meeting as a very productive meeting, having ideas and work together, get to know very well each other, talk with the rest of the people from different countries to see what things we have in common and what things we can plan. The bad thing is that it's going to be at the middle of the year, but it's going to give us some a way to plan accordingly the meeting for August. So we can request support from the sections to get you pay for the travel and accommodation to assist to the meeting. And also we can plan the rest of the year there and start working on plans for 2026 because at the end of the year we have to submit our work plans for the next year, and so things are going to move always. So we're going to be in the middle of the year, but it's an opportunity that we can handle to have to take advantage of that in a way or another. Okay. Also, the good thing is the Rising Stars event, which has been a global event that has been occurring in Las Vegas in January, starting the year. I don't know how many years the Rising Stars has been running, but I know the event has been occurring from some years. And regional director Jennifer Castillo is bringing this event to Latin America. So we're going to have the first edition of the Rising Stars Region 9 in August, right after the regional YP meeting. And this has been planned this way because the idea is that since you are able to travel to Panama City for the regional YP meeting, is for you to stay to the Rising Stars event. The bad news is region is not going to provide support to stay in the Rising Stars event. Okay, we can look for sponsorship. We can look for support from sections and your own funding. Okay, that depends on how you want to work to try to get to the rising stars. The good thing is, if you get the flight tickets, for example, from your section is paying for your flight tickets to Panama and is providing you 2 nights accommodation in Panama to assist to the regional YP meeting, then you're going to be there in Panama. So you can extend your flight and stay 2 or 3 nights more to be in the rising stars. The registration fee is going to be very low. I believe it's just to cover food and some things. The organizing committee of the Rising Stars in Region 9 is working, trying to get a sponsorship from different companies and different groups from IEEE. So probably if they are lucky getting money, they can provide also support for the YPs to be there. But that is not confirmed yet. So that's something that the committee is trying to work on that. So the idea is to have as much people as we can from the YP and the we from region to stay in the Rising Stars event. Okay. The website is not showing all the details. Is the people is putting more information on the website. They have already a work plan. They have some sponsorship levels. They have some the schedule of the agenda of the people that is going to be bringing for the talks. So there's a lot of work already, but it's not publicly announced on the website or on Instagram yet. But there's a lot of things there for these days. Okay. So just to let you know, so you can plan your schedules or agenda and start talking with your section chair. The idea for me is to write a full letter of support later for you. And I can sign this petition letter. I can help you sign this petition letter for you to share with your section chairs. And I'm going to also, during the regional meeting, to let the chairs of the region the importance for you to attend this meeting and hopefully to be part of the Rising Stars also on the event. So we can stay more days together and we can plan more things. I know some of the councils in the region, for example, Capana, Mexico, Caribbean, Colombia, and the Cono Sur, and the Brazilian Council has different meetings together with usually conferences. And some of you travel usually to these council meetings. And that depends on the funding that the sections are providing to you. Even if you're going to a council meeting or you're going to the regional meeting, the idea is for you to go to both meetings because both meetings are important inside your council and the regional meeting. But that's something that you have to discuss with your section chairs. And as I said, I'm trying to get for the regional meeting the importance to make aware the chairs the importance of you to travel to these meetings, okay, and to have the section paying for that, right? We are all volunteers. I always say that the volunteers is putting time, is putting knowledge, is putting energy. At least we want the sections of the groups to pay for the cost of the travel or accommodation and meals and all that. Okay. So the idea is to be something in reward for the hard work that you are doing as in your positions as YPs. Okay. So when we have more information, I'm going to share that information with you so you can have the agenda and the things that we have for these coming meetings. For me, the idea, that's something I want to have to discuss with the small committee we have right now. But the idea is for this meeting to focus on proposals to seek opportunities to impact our local YPS community in each one of our sections. Okay. I don't want this YP meeting to be unproductive, to go just to a room and listen to somebody presenting things that we can do on a virtual meeting. I believe it's better to work together, take the opportunity and have the opportunity that since we're going to be face to face to get to know each other better and exchange the opportunities and ideas that we may have and work on these proposals for the rest of the year and the coming year. So I'm going to plan. I'm planning to request to each of you at least 3 activities to work on during our meeting. But as I said before, it's not going to be in August. All these plans, the idea is to have a work meeting. We can have small meetings with different groups. We're going to see how it's going to be better for us as a region to work with these ideas. But what we want is to help you on the work or your plans to submit this funding for activities in your sections. I believe that if you work in these proposals and you get some funding from the YP or any society or technical groups or the meetup community, any funding you can have, your section is going to see that you are working with, you are producing things for the section. It's going to be better for you to get support for when you're requesting money for going to a meeting, right? So that's the way, that's what we can do. That's why I said August is a good time for us to have the meeting because we have this month until August to show our sections that we are working. Okay, that's the idea. Some goals for the region that Jennifer mentioned for us this year is to work hard on retention, to try to maintain our current YPs. As you know, the next week is the end of the cycle of membership. So all the people that has not renewed their membership is going to lose access next week on IEEE. So review which on the tools you have, which members has not been renew your members their membership, so you can remember them to renew, so you don't lose your current members, and also try to get new members. How? Working hard on the transition from the students to YP. We can apply for the STEP funding and other fundings to make activities and show the people that there are many things that we can do on YP and especially on IEEE, and try to get those members that those that are not longer students because they already graduate, showing that they can continue as YPs. They don't have to pay the full price of the membership. They can since they're going to be on that transition, they can pay only $27 a year, so it's not a bad price, and try to get new members doing activities. So it's important also to promote YP activities using the funding available, the 3 options that I mentioned, and the mentor platform that is also available there. And one of the goals and the plans that we want is to have all the YPs in all sections in the region to request funding and execute activities. And we're going to work with directly with each of the sections to ensure that we have plans for applications for this funding. Okay, as I mentioned before, we have a small committee right now. This is a working committee specific for YP. So I'm part of the committee. We have also Chris Flores, which is past coordinator, Andy Espinosa from Nicaragua, which is the YP from Capana Council, and Diana Briceño, which is she was here a few minutes ago. She's working, but I know I saw her a few minutes ago. Diana is also from Colombia, and we want more people to join this committee. As I said, it's not required for all the YPs. I mean, if you are a YP and you want to be part of the committee, you are welcome. If you are YP and you want to focus on the coordination and other activities, but you have a person that you want to be in this committee to help plan or communicate things or whatever, then we can add these people to the committee. The idea is to have something similar as the students. Last year, students started this working committee with 10 people, and now they are more than 45 people is working on the committee, the SAC students. So there's a lot of people, they're working a lot of things, and that's something what we want to know to this committee. And this committee, the idea is not to have this committee just for this year, but the coming years. So it's a working committee that can work together in the coming years. So we can have a stronger committee. Sophia is mentioning that also there's a YP merge. Yeah, of course we can request. I don't know the process exactly for requesting YP merge, but that's something we can do for the activities. So people would like to have branding things on the meetings. What we usually do is we work with the student branches to request these materials. Every student branch can request materials every month, at least 75 items, like pens and luggage tags and pencils or stickers or many things that you can request. Is free of charge. They send it from IEEE to directly to your country. So it's a good way to have merchandise from IEEE, and we can share that between the groups. Okay, so that's important to work together with the student branches to get these opportunities and also and the activities and everything, of course. Also to remember to use the VTools platform for everything, to officer reports and the activities is the way that the people on IEEE know that we are doing things. If we do things and we don't record our activities in the VTools platform, we are invisible to IEEE. So it is important to have all the activities, all the meetings and everything to on the VTools platform. Small meetings, big meetings, planning meetings, administrative meetings, technical meetings, everything you do, please record it on the VTools platform. There's many tools. We usually work only one or two, but there's many tools we can use. So take a look at these tools. Some of them are pretty good for to get people. For example, Engage, the VTools Engage is a very good platform to maintain communication with previous members, people that goes to activities. For example, you may have a free activity or a low-cost activity in your university or your place or your community, and then you get people that is not already IEEE members, but you get the data from them, like email or phone number or contact information. Then you can use the Engage platform to put that information there with the people that is assisting to your activities, and then you can contact those people to try to get them as members. So it's a good way to do that. Yes, I'm beyond the time. I'm going to almost finish. So I'm sorry, Joao, but the meeting is being recorded, so you can finish all the details later. Almost done. Okay. So let's try to get the tools we have there. The files I'm going to share with the strategic plan that the working group is doing in the global community. The volunteer platform for try to get new people. And we have to work on the social media. We have to plan things on the social media. That's one of the things that we have to do as a group yet, so people can see what we're doing. Also, there's awards and recognitions and get this engagement from the students. So there's many things that we can do to get students. Also, I received a request 2 days ago from the HTB, the Humanitarians Board, for education committee they have there. They're requiring people that want to be part of this committee, and they want one person to be from the Region 9 in case you're interested or know someone that could be interested to work with the education committee on the Humanitarian Technology Board, then let me know so we can recommend you for to apply for this committee. Try to get very good communication with your people, get to know your members, what you are doing, where you want, what you are planning to do. So the communication is very good to maintain the people connected, and the people feels that the membership is valuable for something. Okay, that's very good. This also the awards and recognitions to know the people that they can do things, and there's awards and recognitions that we are always going to have in IEEE, the recognition for people that is doing things. So there's many things to also to look for. These are the winners. No one from Region 9 from last year. So we have to do something to improve this and make nominations for this year on people working and try to get some awards for a region on Region 9. Because if you saw before, there are many activities on Region 9, right? But there's no nominations. So there's some regions getting awards because someone made the nomination. But if we don't make nominations, we're not going to have winners in these awards. So we're going to look for that. So please remember to follow all the social media platforms and try to share this with your local groups, and also to maintain your own social networks. A good way to do this is if you follow already these social networks, you just can republish all the things that they have. So at least you have some communication of things moving in your own social networks. We do sometimes that. So this is what I wanted to present today. I don't know if you have any questions. I just forgot to mention that there's a magazine. I probably share with you this on the WhatsApp group. There's a magazine some years ago called Enlaces. It was a magazine from Region 9 as Noticiero, which is a bigger publication right now. So the students are bringing back to life this magazine, and the first edition is going to be in March or April. They're working on that, and it's a way for us also as YP to be in communication already with the students. So we are going to work together with them to be part of this magazine and have a small portion of the magazine dedicated to the YPs. I'm going to start with a small article about presenting YP, what is it, what it's about, and the idea is to have all the members in the region from our YP group to share the things we do or the plans that we have, and try to get in touch with students also in the region. So that's all for me. I don't know if you have any comments or questions. My email, yes, I'm going to share that in the group, in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, Ismael. Something else? I also review some of in the platform. There are many sections that has no new information about the officers. So I have many sections without information about the groups. So I'm going to contact all these the chairs because, for example, I see here Nicaragua. Nicaragua. Oh, it's the treasurer. Okay, there's some positions that we need to work on. Okay, but for example, yeah, Ecuador. Yeah, there's some missing information in on your own groups. So I'm going to look for this information. I don't have emails, many contacts. I made a form. Only 4 people answered the form I sent last week. So I know it's hard to try to get the team working again, but we're working on, we're going to move in that direction to try to wake up the group, the white piece again. Okay. So any comment or something else? Okay. If not, we can discuss offline. We have the group already. Um, you can let me know any comments later. Okay. And before we finish, I would like to have a group photo. So please open your cameras so we can have a photo. So your section shares now that you're here. Bueno, de hecho ya solo Joao estaba que hablaba inglés, ahora solo estamos aquí todos los que hablan español.
Ahora sí hablemos en español.
Sí,
Yo creo que van a surgir más dudas ya con el grupo de WhatsApp.
muy bien, y podemos irlas trabajando. Lo que yo no sepa, lo invento, en lo que no invento, lo averiguamos. No, mentira, no invento cosas. Lo que yo no sepa, con mucho gusto yo lo voy a consultar, ¿verdad? Como les dije, estoy asumiendo una posición a última hora y tratando de ayudar a la región en un grupo que estaba un poco desarticulado y que quieren reorganizar para que trabajemos, quieren traer esa energía de los jóvenes a la región. Entonces la idea es que podamos trabajar en eso. Ok, Kevin, ¿vas a poder encender la cámara o no?